For years, President Ibrahim Dowda believed insecurity was just politics. Briefing papers, press conferences, statistics. Every week his advisors told him, "Situation is under control, sir," until one night, his own son disappeared. Not in London, not inside a convoy, but on a Nigerian road. For 48 hours, power became useless. President Dowda was known as a strong man. Television stations feared him. Governors bowed before him. His convoy could clear entire highways within seconds. Whenever citizens complained about kidnappings, his media team responded with polished statements. "We are working tirelessly. Security agencies are on top of the situation. Opposition parties are exaggerating." And slowly, the suffering of ordinary people became background noise. Until his son returned home from abroad unexpectedly. 24-year-old Sammy Dowda hated politics. Unlike his father, he preferred simple clothes, loud music, and driving himself around without escorts. He once asked his father, "Have you ever sat in traffic without sirens before?" The president laughed. But Sammy was serious. One Friday evening, Sammy insisted on traveling quietly with two friends to another state for a private visit. Against protocol, against security advice. He wanted to feel normal. At exactly 8:43 p.m., their vehicle disappeared along a lonely highway. Phones went off. The driver vanished. Then came the message, "We have your son." Inside the presidential villa, panic exploded. Generals were summoned. Helicopters launched. Roadblocks appeared everywhere. For the first time in years, the president could not control his own breathing. He stared at the same type of kidnapping reports he once dismissed casually. Only now, one name mattered to him: Sammy. Suddenly, every crying parent on television became real. Every protest became human. Every headline carried pain. As security agencies searched desperately, another tragedy unfolded quietly. In a nearby village, 3 other kidnapped citizens remained forgotten. No helicopters for them, no emergency meetings, no breaking news. One of them was a schoolteacher named Chinedu. His wife sold her wedding ring, trying to raise ransom money. Nobody in government noticed. And that contrast slowly destroyed the president internally. Because for the first time, he saw the ugly truth of power, a nation where importance determines urgency. 36 hours later, the kidnappers allowed Sammy to speak briefly. The president grabbed the phone with trembling hands. "Dad," his son's voice was weak. Then Sammy said something unexpected. "There are children here." Silence. "They kidnapped children too." The president froze. Sammy continued. "One boy said his father has been begging for help for weeks." In the background, crying could be heard. Then the line cut off. That night, the president locked himself alone in his office. No cameras, no aides, just silence. He opened old security reports he never truly read. Thousands dead, families displaced, villages abandoned. Statistics he once viewed politically now felt personal. And for the first time in decades, the most powerful man in the country cried. Not because he was president, but because he realized millions had been abandoned long before his own pain arrived. 48 hours later, Sammy was rescued during a military operation. The nation celebrated. But something inside the president had changed permanently. At the next national address, people expected another polished speech. Instead, they saw a tired man, a father, a human being stripped of political performance. Then he said, "No leader truly understands the pain of insecurity until fear enters his own home." The country became silent, because hidden inside that sentence was confession. Months later, citizens noticed unusual changes. The president stopped using exaggerated success speeches. He began visiting forgotten communities quietly. Security reforms started moving faster. But critics asked, why did it take personal pain before action came? And maybe that is the tragedy of many nations. Sometimes leaders only hear suffering when suffering learns their address. If this story touched you, share it with someone who still believes Nigeria can change. And don't forget to subscribe for more.